wanna be me. I don't wanna be me anymore. Glass houses
she said it's really a sin to be mean and cruel. So remember, if you're untrue, angels up in heaven are looking at you. You'll never get to heaven if you break my heart. So be very careful not to make us part. You won't get to heaven if you break my heart. Oh no.
I'm not a prophet, but sometimes I have prophetic dreams, like the one where I was at a garden party. Excuse me, everyone, I have a brief announcement to make. Jesus was black, Ronald Reagan was the devil, and the government is lying about 9/11. Thank you for your time, and good night.
That can't be true! Unhand me!
Ow!
Mm-hmm. You're having that dream where you made the white people riot, weren't you?
But I was telling the truth.
How many times have I told you you better not even dream about telling white folk the truth? You understand me? Shoot. Making white people riot. You better learn how to lie like me.
Hey people, here's your governor with a message for you, and you should listen to it because it happened to me.
But discrimination isn't always that obvious. Sometimes more subtle, but in many ways more insidious. And institutionalized discrimination that's hidden behind a smiling face.
It's 8 o'clock at night. I'm at Highland Care nursing home. I came to say goodbye to Mrs. Green because by the time they figure out I did all this videotaping, people being neglected, warehoused in here, I'll never be let back in here. But if you die before I do, tell God not to forgive Congressman Meeks, not to forgive New York State Senator Huntley, not to forgive New York State Senator M.SMITH. Vivian Cook has cancer. She's going to die real soon, 3, 4, 5 years, whatever it is. She should live very long so she can suffer a long time. New York City Councilman LEROY, RANCE, HUFF, what an abomination. This is Sunday night, 8 o'clock at night, and these are the people. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. And she's right there. That's Mrs. Green. Hooked up to a machine, being fed these liquid supplements. And this is the warehousing of these old people for $140,000 a year. I can't. Mrs. Green, the reason why my life got destroyed was because I saved your life and protected you about the $20,848,000 left. by HOLSIA Mitchell, who lives in apartment 10K at Shelton House, New York City Housing Authority. Somebody help me out here, man. My life's been destroyed, everything. You hear these people yelling in here? This is the woman that was thought to be dead. She's not dead. She's not dead. She's right here. She's right here at Highland Care, and that's her roommate. Okay? She is not dead. Mrs. Green did not die. I've been coming here for years. I kept a secret. I knew all this. I told everybody where she was, but they covered it up. The District Attorney's Office, CREEDMOOR Psychiatric, Human Resource Administration, Adult Protective Services. Everybody covered this up. And the District Attorney knows because I charmed Bianca into giving her the thing to go to my website, and the DA calling me, wanting me to come in there so they can arrest me and abuse me. Not going to happen. They come and get me, they can come and get me. But you better have a search warrant, you better have an arrest warrant. That's all I know. This is the victim of a Nazi copycat crime that Mayor Michael R. Bloomberg covered up. What can I tell you? This is what they look like when they're in a nursing home, dying. And they're just an economy being warehoused because they put them out of their house in public housing so they can harvest the apartments, and they dump them in a nursing home. And when they go to the hospital visiting nurse service, social workers get money when they refer them to certain nursing homes. Go ahead. He can vomit and choke on his own puke. He vomits, he chokes, and dies on his own puke. That's what I'm talking about. He vomits and chokes on his own puke. When's that going to happen? Go ahead. Go ahead. That's what I exposed in order to get people to do their damn job. That's what I exposed in order to get people to do their damn job. I'll never see these people again in life because I am the housing worker. Today is Tuesday, January 11, 2011. I'm at the home of Mr. Curtis. He is a person. Hey, you there? Okay. Yeah, this is the whistleblower, the federal whistleblower. Okay. At the New York skyline, go ahead. Bang! That's what I'm talking about. Woo! Whoa, whoa, whoa! We getting deep here. What's this?
Oh, just you know.
Whoa!
Part of history.
Whoa!
Part of history.
Part of history. You go ahead, brother. You go ahead.
Sad, but it's part of history.
Part of history. So this is the big Watusi Mandingo mixed super field Negro.
Yes.
All right. Well, you know, I put that whole skit together, and I finally see what it's about. That's what I'm talking about.
One of your veterans drew that.
Yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
One brother from Haiti did this?
Yes.
Outstanding. Nice place.
Yes.
Well, we can see you're not one of the impoverished, downtrodden, who's like one of these guys right here.
Oh, no.
See?
No.
That's Martin Luther King. That's Malcolm X. Elijah Muhammad, Frederick Douglass, all right here. And then this brother right here is what? Bang! Got the chains on his brain when these guys do not. Those guys are out there, and this guy is not. And that slave castle's door is busted and the key's right there. And he still ain't walking away from that.
Scared to leave.
Damn! Scared to leave. And that's my guy right here. That's my guy right here, Malcolm X. That's him right here. Well, let me see what else we got here. But, oh my, this is the one.
Yeah. That's the one you were asking about. If that story was true about it, yes, that's it.
That's what you had given me a copy of this, and I took it to the congressman's office.
Yes.
And you met with M.SMITH. I was there. I was an eyewitness. Bang, we're going to have to send this to Mr. Juan Cuba at the White House.
Sure.
Okay, and I've got a letter from the Justice Department, and I've been trying to show people you know, what exactly, and people of authority, because the newspapers have been, they don't want to print my story no more about the redlining scheme that I took to the congressman's office, and they did all kinds of things, calling me crazy, defamed me. The VA gave me a whole bunch of medication, which in fact I didn't need as a chemical restraint. So I gotta do what I gotta do, but I did speak to Mr. Juan Cuba, and it's time for me to now, and the last time I spoke to him was about getting those books to him.
Okay.
And now those books have disappeared at the congressman's office.
Wow.
So we actually send them this. But what I wanted to do right now was, if you could please take me back to what happened, for you have taken these pictures, hold this for me, of this hangsman's noose. That was when, this was in the...
This was found, it was in the locker room at the VA.
At the, okay, the Veterans Administration what?
St. Albans, New York.
St. Albans, New York, Veterans Administration motor pool locker room?
Yes, correct.
Okay, and how long was this hanging there?
I don't know. I walked in January 25th, 2008, and I saw it. But
now, January 25th, 2008, and that's when you first saw that.
Correct.
And it stayed there for how long?
No, they took it down immediately after that. After the police were notified.
Oh, so you called the police after that? There was a police report?
Yes, correct.
The police never called the press on this?
No.
When you took it to the congressman's office, did they call the press? What happened when you went to Ida M.SMITH after I turned you over to her?
She spoke to me a few times about it, but nothing amounted out of it. I didn't get any feedback. I didn't get any change. And they told me that the federal government says it's legal to hang them. They said it's not.
Ida Smith told you, said that the federal government said it's legal to put a hangsman's noose?
They said that they're not illegal, but a noose is not against the law by the federal government, but a swastika is considered a felony hate crime, where a noose is not considered a hate crime.
And Ida M. Smith told you this?
Yeah, in the discussion, she was like, there was nothing she could do about it. Because
okay. And are you aware that she ever contacted anybody at the Veterans Administration?
I believe she spoke to the union. Outside of that, I don't think it went much.
And then what happened to you?
Nothing. They offered to transfer me to Brooklyn, Manhattan, or Staten Island.
In other words, get you out of the St. Albans VA.
Yes.
Did they talk to you about who put that there? Did anybody ever ask you who put that hangsman's noose in the locker room at the Brooklyn VA? I mean, at the St. Albans VA on January 25th, 2008?
No. No.
Do you know who did it?
I don't know who did it, but I know whose coat rack it was hung on. I found it was hanging on one of my coworkers.
What was the name of the person's coat
rack it was hanging on?
Yes.
Frank Castellano.
Frank Castellano.
Correct.
What happened to Mr. Frank Castellano after you reported this?
Actually, he got a promotion from work leader to supervisor, and they wanted me to work under him after that. And when I told them that they were adding insult to injury, they told me, when I told them I didn't want to work under his supervision after the incident,
yes,
they told me that they can transfer me to Brooklyn, Staten Island, or Manhattan, which I refused to go because I like St. Albans. I've been there 20 years, and I feel that I should not be transferred.
Now, were there other instances with Mr. Castellano or other Caucasian gentlemen at the Brooklyn VA Hospital motor pool that would lead you to think that there is an embedded racist environment in that motor pool?
Yes, I would think so.
Because, elaborate, please.
Well, a brief incident to me happened roughly about 15 years ago. I came in there as a motor pool operator, as a motor vehicle operator, and shortly after that, 2 Caucasians came in there, and they were made grade 8s, and I was a grade 7. And when I brought it to their attention, saying, "How come I'm a 7 and they're 8s?" They told me when I get an ACDL license, they'll make me a grade 8. Immediately, within 2 to 3 seconds, I reached in my pocket, handed them a Class A CDL license. And they kept promising me to give me the grade, and they never did. So at the time, there were 3 tractor operators, which me being one, the first one, and then the 2 Caucasians that came after me. So it was
you had more time in grade, more time in service than they did.
Yes, and they were made 8s when they walked in the door.
Okay.
And I was never. Here it is, 17 years later, and I'm still a 7.
So it looked like you sound like somebody, federal government owe you some money.
Yeah, with some interest. And back
With
pay.
some interest and back pay.
Yeah, 17 years.
Pay a little pain and suffering, a little humiliation and degradation.
And then this is what I'm rewarded with.
And bang! That's what you know Frank Castellano did it, don't you?
I would surmise that it does belong to him.
You suspect him?
Yes.
Now, tell me about the other guy who put a little hangman's noose in the hands of that female 6 months ago at the Brooklyn VA. You can tell it. You're a federal whistleblower. You should be protected. And we're sending this to the White House.
Well, another co-worker of mine, I heard they had an incident too where somebody personally handed them a noose.
So a white guy handed a black woman a hangman's noose.
Yeah.
And he ended up getting fired.
Yes.
And now right now she's on leave with mental distress.
Correct.
Well, what happened to you? How come you ain't all shell-shocked?
I am shell-shocked. It's a challenge each and every day to go to work. Matter of fact, it's hard talking about it, even like right now. I want to stop talking about it right now.
Did you go see some people, man?
Yeah, I did.
But I can't get into your medical records, man. I'm not going to get into that with you. Now, I want you to tell me your name. Tell me your name, and give me the name. I got to have a name.
Curtis Bench.
Curtis?
Bench.
You work at the Brooklyn VA?
St. Albans.
St. Albans VA?
Correct.
And you've been there 20 years?
22 years in April.
22 years in April?
Yes.
And you're a whistleblower?
Correct.
Are you afraid something's going to happen to you?
Yeah, I am. On a day-to-day basis, just going to work with the atmosphere and just all of the stuff that goes on and transpires. Oh, don't talk to him. He's a troublemaker. And
So they've been slandering your name?
Correct.
You've been profiled?
Correct. As a troublemaker. For standing up for my rights of not wanting to see a noose in a federal facility.
And you went to your congressman's office and they blew what?
Good morning. Today is August 10th, 2012. I just woke up. See? I got my top down, my sleeping bag. Let me show you. Hey, how y'all doing? Isn't this a great, beautiful day out here? That's right. That's what it looks like to live in the bushes. Got bird right here. You can't tell me this isn't beautiful. I love it. I was speaking to a friend of mine, an evangelist, and she was telling me, you like living on the beach. I ain't got no choice. Plus, this is what I used to do in the military for most of my first tour. United States Army, Special Forces, Airborne Range. How you doing? Good morning. Wow. Today's August 10th. I got to call the TV studio and put the Mother's Day documentary up for September. And October, we're going to go to lies, 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 and the pretty elected officials, I tell them. I tell you, what a life, huh? And you people think it's cute. That made me homeless. Well, I'm fully submitted. And all the technicalities and all that stuff. I ain't worried about that. Look at my ashtray. How we doing? Let's get up, huh? How about sleeping bag? Let me show you what it looks like. See, there's a boat crossing the channel right here. This is how I live. This is where I live. This is home. And this is what home looks like. Good morning. My name is Dr. Philip DRICE. And I am homeless. You guys in the court of Judge Phyllis Flew, how you doing? The court officer and the clerk, the nice clerk that went and found my stuff. Yep, this is what it is. But I want to talk about the beauty of this day, the cloud formation. Nice breeze. I'm happy. Now it's time to get into town. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. This is the latest I've ever slept out here, but there's no big hurry. I can take it easy. Next Tuesday, I start getting into this job of going from homeless to real estate agent. And my job is to make a lot of money. Selling real estate, renting houses, and whatever it is. This is the life, people. I'm not angry anymore. This is the life, man. I ain't got nothing to say. This is my life. It's the only way I can actually live in order to beat these guys and be able to prove that I'm a super guy, man. I'm a wonderful guy, man. Ain't nothing wrong with me. I never been crazy, never been incapacitated, never everything. I get a chance to make a presentation before Justice Phyllis Flew, Charles Carey, Mr. Siddiqui, Mr. Grande, and Mr. Niederhofer, before attorneys representing the federal government, the city government, state elected officials, and down in FUREY. I'm going to whoop your behinds, and I'm going to whoop your behinds real good. And I want to make sure you know who's telling it to you. And you're going to be there to watch me do it to you. You still think it's funny making me homeless. You still think it's funny making me homeless. Somebody's going to have to call Marshal Edward Guider and ask him if in fact the mayor sent me his regards. That's some pretty big stuff for the mayor of New York to send you his regards by the marshal that's evicting you. That is the sickest shit in all the freaking world, for the mayor of New York to want to see somebody put out in the freaking street and be homeless and as productive and as great, as much of a wonderful guy that I am, that you want to see me destroyed. I must have really pissed you off, Mayor Bloomberg. Because I branded your ass at 12/23/1956. That's from the governor on down. I have branded the city of New York, the state of New York, the federal government, including the Obama administration. You guys can't be that freaking stupid going after one guy. Remember? I was trained for this shit. United States Army Special Forces, 1st Battalion, 75th Infantry, Headquarters Company, military occupational skill is a cook. Well, we aren't going infantry. Let's go to work. You guys have a nice day. Enjoy the day with me, will you? Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Wow. Have a nice day. Bye-bye. This is Dr. Philip DRICE. I'm back home. Back in the Jamaica area. I'm at the Salvation Army in homelessness. And guess what? I'm happy. I'm very happy because I left the New York City homelessness program and they don't feed you this good. I went out there and I got a lot of videos. I'm about to prove it, that what I'm doing and how I'm doing it is a whole lot better than what New York City can do. You have a nice day. Thanks to Presbyterian Church. Thanks to the Salvation Army. And Bishop Norris over there at that other place on 175th. Bye-bye. I got to eat now. Bye.
She said it's really a sin to be mean and cruel. So remember, if you're untrue, angels up in heaven are looking at you.
Check yourself.
You'll never get to heaven if you break my heart. So be very careful not to make us part. You won't get to heaven if you
police call.
I've been hearing rumors about how you play around. Though I don't believe what I hear, still it gets me down. If you ever should say goodbye, you'll be so awful. The angels would cry. You'll never get to heaven if you break my heart. So be very careful not to make us part. You won't get to heaven if you break my heart.
Police call.
I can hardly wait for the day when we say I do. It's the day I've dreamed of so long, now it's coming true. You will promise to cherish me. If you break your promise, the angels will see. You'll never get to heaven if you break my heart. So be very careful not to make us part. You won't get to heaven if you break my heart. Oh no. Never get to heaven if you break my heart. Never get to heaven if you break my heart. Never get to heaven
That makes our machine as accurate as the machine that backs up any police call. Check down challenge. Test it before you drive it. Don't risk it. Don't get caught dead drunk behind the wheel of that car, please. drunk driving incidents cost our economy over $86 billion every year. But those experts cannot calculate the cost of human misery caused by drunk driving accidents to families of drunk driving victims, whether it be an arrest, an accident with injuries, or the dreadful fatalities we all deplore. We are at war, and it began before Iraq. Dr. Tubal Crusader invokes the War Powers Act against drunk driving, and together we shall dethrone the #1 preventable health hazard in our great empire by the year 2015.
Alcotube USA Summer Special. Buy 12 pieces at $100 and get free shipping and handling. Buy 24 pieces at $200 and get free shipping and handling, plus 6 pieces free, for a total of 30 pieces. Call 212-726-5704. That's 212-726-5704.